A dad is a son's first hero. Daddy t-shirt sets are available at daddyandcompany.com.
Welcome to My Life as a Dad. Today's guest is professional skateboarder Christian Hosoi. You have seven and a 4-year-old, right?
Yes.
As you said, okay. Have you thought about, I would imagine that in prison there's probably some bullying going on, but now we have our kids that are going into elementary school and then they're going into middle school, and there's a lot of what they call cyberbullying, where somebody does an Instagram or a Facebook or something like that. How are you going to take the experiences that you have and help them?
I don't encourage them to, react offensively when somebody's, trying to bully them, but I tell them that they need to really communicate to them that they have to stop, and that if not, you're going to take it and you're going to go talk to the teacher. And you really have to, apprehend those things before they escalate, because once a bully knows that there's fear involved, he'll continue to push those buttons, and that's what leads to kids, going into depression and to even suicide. Mm-hmm. And being as young as my kids are, I've got my 7-year-old, he loves MMA, and so we take him to jiu-jitsu and, Muay Thai classes, and I tell him, now you can't use this at school, son. Mm-hmm. And so, but when they're comfortable with who they are and they know that, that fighting is a defense, I think that it keeps the peace in them, and they can easily say, hey, you can't do that. And they're not scared in that situation. So my son, who's in 2nd grade now, if a kid, maybe pushes him, or it's usually kids pushing him, or kicked him or something like that. I never hear of him hitting anybody, because in my family, we're all about loving each other, respecting each other. So
your advice is teach the children not to succumb to the fear, and also not to be scared in the beginning, to have the confidence in themselves.
Yeah,
that's something Dad can teach them.
If you have to have self-defense, you have to have self-defense. You can't, just sit there and allow somebody to beat on you. You have to defend yourself at a certain point. Mm-hmm. And if you have that, teaching in them, they'll realize that here's the moment where I have to defend myself, and it's okay, Right. I'm protecting myself.
Right.
I mean, as a father, or a dad at my house, somebody comes in, an intruder, I'm gonna have to do something that I don't wanna do. And that, if I'm gonna have to hurt somebody, to protect my family, I'm gonna do it. And those are things that I teach my children, that it's not that serious yet. Mm-hmm. You're not in high school.
Right.
This is tell the teacher time.
Right.
Pride is not an issue. You don't have to impress your friends and say, oh, I didn't tell the teacher. Let's take it outside after school, and handle this like you see in the movies,
Right.
And kids watch all those movies and they think they gotta, copy the movies. But, I think that it's very necessary to teach our children to be strong in who they are as an individual, that they can't be taken advantage of like that at all. And that I think when you teach them that, they'll do all the precautions and the necessary precautions to prevent that ever from happening again.
Right.
My life as a dad.
Any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be the daddy. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Click here to subscribe to our channel. We'll have new videos every Tuesday. Click here to like, and click here to share with your friends. Sponsored by Daddy and Company, the perfect gifts for dad.